evoking empathy. Now, I'm going to be honest, I'm not the most empathetic person. I don't think I'm a bad person. A lot of the time I don't want to let the way others are feeling come in and take over the way I'm feeling, and that impede what I'm doing. As I've gotten older, maybe it's getting as I've gotten older as well, that it's become a little bit of a detachment, which isn't overly healthy, but then it's also a way where I can just stay focused and do what I need to do. So, yeah, I still feel I am human, but it seems to, like on a day-to-day when someone's like, oh, I've got this problem, and that it's woven them, I used to take that on and be like, oh, geez, like, how do I, that's horrible, blah, blah, blah. But now it's sort of gotten to the stage where I'm like, oh, yeah, well, okay, can you do anything about it? And then sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. And then depending on the severity of the situation, my empathy will rise or diminish, But overall, I wouldn't say I'm that much of an empathetic person. I don't just hand it out, because again, I don't have the space for that. I don't have energy for that. What empathy I do have goes to my daughter. She needs my time, and that's the way it works chemically and genetically, or whatever happens there. But even before she came along, as I got older, I noticed that I was becoming less and less empathetic for just everyday things. Which leads into, it's a bit of a contrast, but maybe it ties in together. I was asked on a shoot, the owner of this bar I was shooting came out, and I was just taking photos outside, and he came out for a yarn. And he's like, so what kind of stuff do you actually like shooting? Like, is there something that you're just like, oh, that is it, like that's what you want to do? And I tried to explain it to him, like, well, generally it's reflected in my work. I like sort of that storytelling, documentary. I'm so unique, just being there and showcasing what's happening. No one else can do that. But I was trying to, and then I started actually thinking about it. I'm like, look, what I'm actually trying to do is like evoke empathy. Funny, because I just said it's not that funny, but I'm not really the most empathetic person. I don't hand it out that easily, but maybe that's also because I channel it differently, and then I'm trying to, especially when it comes to shooting, I want to capture what's happening. I want to capture the emotion that's happening and the environment that I am in. So then I was like, look, yeah, so I guess I'm trying to evoke empathy, so the person viewing the photos I've taken feels what I'm feeling, it's in a sense, and what I'm perceiving in that time and space, but also, more importantly, feels what that time and space is representing. And I'm sure I'm not the only person that does this, and it's probably the idea of photography is to evoke empathy, so people can have some sort of feeling in relation to whatever that situation was going on. But trying to explain it to people and actually think about like what I'm actually trying to do, that is one of the things I'm chasing. It's just bringing the energy of that space and freezing it. And someone else asked me as well when I was at work, they're like, oh, what kind of, I don't really want to just show people my work. Like, oh yeah, this is a photo I took. I get my phone and show them a little shitty screen photo on my cracked phone screen, but same thing. She asked me what kind of stuff I mainly shoot. I was like, oh well, everything. I try to document life and evoke empathy, and yeah, that's just sort of one way of viewing my mindset of going into shooting. It's just like, maybe there is a scene unfolding, but it doesn't doesn't quite have that energy that I'm looking for just at that, like on that, I can't express that energy to do it justice. And maybe that's why I'm not taking shots sometimes. And just going in there, and again, for practice for me, I think I've said it before, trying to feel what's going on in the space and feel that energy and ride the energy, and then take that step back. So I understand what's happening, I'm in there, but then I have the ability to step outside and, you know, freeze frames where it's needed. And none of this means anything really. Like, you could just chalk it up and say, you know, Sam, I don't care. But I care a little bit. And people ask. So that's what I've been telling them. I'm just trying to evoke a little bit of empathy from a man that doesn't easily give out empathy. And maybe that's the beauty of it, is that I don't empathize that easily. So when maybe it's through photography that the empathy comes out and shows what needs to be shown. And maybe it doesn't, you know, maybe it's just a photograph at the end of the day that you may or may not like, and I may or may not like. Doesn't really matter. It's all part of it. There's some birds outside making noises, and don't worry about it, I guess. I felt the need to talk about it, and then I felt the need dissipate, and maybe you can empathise with me on where I'm at, giving this giving this video the theme of the day, we'll call it, for the episode. So, you know, that was a good 10 on the end there, and I'm sure you'll be back, because I'll be back. And if you're not back, I'll still be back. So, you know the deal. Comment on how ridiculous that ended, and like and subscribe, so, you know, someone gets something out of it, and you'll get something out of it in the future maybe. Who's to say? Godspeed.